Council votes on whether to create the strictest e-bike laws in all of San Diego County. We're live at the meeting.
The San Diego City Council finalizes new restrictions on the ADU program, including capping the number of units that can be built on a single-family lot.
Today truly is a new day for the South Bay.
Former Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre is sworn into her new position on the County Board of Supervisors, what she says will be her first official act.
We're going on a walkthrough tour of the USS Abraham Lincoln. The special guest joining us.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
Chula Vista City Council is meeting right now for a second and final vote on new regulations for e-bikes and e-scooters. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. If approved, the rules would be the strictest in the county for the devices. CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from Chula Vista City Hall, where the council meeting started just about an hour ago. Alex?
Yeah, that's right. I just stepped out of the council meeting a few minutes ago. It is still going on inside. They have yet to get to the agenda item tonight on those new ordinances for the e-bikes. But if they are approved, they will be the strictest in San Diego County. And this decision, this vote, is coming just days after the death of a child on an e-bike. In recent months, people have flooded City Hall with complaints and videos like these of kids riding e-bikes recklessly through neighborhoods and public roads. Chula Vista City Council first read the e-bike ordinance 2 weeks ago. Then tragedy just days later. On July 13th, an 8-year-old boy was killed after being struck by a car while on an e-scooter in a Chula Vista condominium complex. The boy, nicknamed Chubby, was visiting family. A neighbor saw the whole thing.
I heard a scream from a boy. And my husband came up to me, to my home office, and he said that there was an accident. I saw the kid under the car.
The ordinance bans anyone under the age of 8 from riding an electric bicycle and makes it a crime for an adult to allow them to do so knowingly. E-scooter use is illegal on roads with a speed limit of 40 or greater. No one under 18 can carry passengers on their scooter. Any rider under 18 must wear a helmet, and you must stay in a bike lane. You're not allowed to ride on the sidewalks. And if approved, the new ordinance would go into law in about 30 days or in September. It's also important to note that Chula Vista starts the new school year tomorrow, and so more than likely, should this pass tonight, this is going to create a lot of conversations between parents and their children about how they get to school in the morning. Reporting live in Chula Vista, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Thank you, Alex. San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria strikes a deal with Caltrans to allow city crews to clear encampments from state highway property. The one-year pilot program covers 5 miles of freeway land running through Little Italy, downtown Sherman Heights, East Village, and Barrio Logan. The state will reimburse San Diego up to $400,000 for the work. The mayor hopes this partnership will become a model for other cities dealing with similar challenges. Meantime, the San Diego City Council is finalizing new rules for the construction of accessory dwelling units, also known as ADUs. CBS 8's Kelly Hassedall was there for the vote and has a closer look at the new restrictions and what people are saying about them.
And this was the second and final vote for people who have been pushing for change for years. This was a big win.
I am pleasantly approving of the vote. It has taken 4.5 years to get here. So again, this is the start of reform.
The San Diego City Council voted in favor of finalizing new rules for the construction of ADUs.
Not everybody got what they wanted. We still would like to see other things considered in the future, but we're in a much better place than we were before all this started.
The new restrictions put a cap on the number of ADUs that can be built on a single-family lot. Those under 8,000 square feet are now limited to 4 ADUs. Lots between 8,000 and 10,000 can have 5, and lots over 10,000 square feet can have up to 6 ADUs. Other changes include requiring parking spots for ADUs that aren't near transit and prohibiting them from being built on cul-de-sacs in areas with high wildfire risk.
I had hoped for more. I had voted for more. Today is nonetheless a good step forward.
But questions were asked today about projects that are already in the pipeline. What will happen to those if they're considered illegal under the new rules?
Once we vote today to make this policy the way it is, can we prevent 120, 140 ADUs from going into a lot?
The city attorney's office weighed in.
The ordinance before you does not include a retroactive provision.
She says the majority of what's already been approved can go forward, but there are some very limited exceptions that can be looked at on a case-by-case basis. Jeff Huter is the chair of Neighbors for a Better San Diego.
I think as we go forward, we'll see what kind of projects come out of the new regulations, and if there's still issues that are arising, then certainly we'll need to come back and present those to council.
And Councilmember Moreno was the only no vote today. Council members Lee, Elo Rivera, and Whitburn were absent during the previous vote on this. They voted no as well. So this now goes to the mayor's office for his signature. Mayor Todd Gloria has indicated he will sign this. It takes effect 30 days after that. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Thank you, Kelly. The South Bay officially has new representation on the county level tonight.
This morning, Paloma Aguirre resigned as mayor of Imperial Beach to be sworn into her new position on the County Board of Supervisors.
Upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aguirre defeated Chula Vista Mayor John McCann in the District 1 special election after Nora Vargas abruptly resigned and stepped down in January. Aguirre says she is ready to lead and adds that her first official act as supervisor will be calling for a sewage crisis action meeting this Thursday.
Our sewage crisis demands urgency and results. I'm not interested in more delays, blame, or excuses. This issue isn't partisan, it's personal. Our kids breathe this air. Our families are swimming in this water. Our businesses are suffering. And I'm ready to work with any of my colleagues, regardless of party, to get this done and deliver real results for South County.
Aguirre says another one of her top priorities is addressing the high cost of living.
Meantime, Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer was elected chair of the County Board of Supervisors today after Paloma Aguirre was sworn in. Monica Montgomery Stepp and Paloma Aguirre were selected vice chair and chair pro tem, respectively. Supervisor Jim Desmond opposed the appointments, while Joel Anderson abstained. Lawson-Remer said now that the county has a full board, it can advance major priorities for residents and fight for constituents.
Scripps Institution of Oceanography has a new tool that predicts sewage contamination at South Bay beaches up to 5 days in advance.
It's called the Pathogen Forecast Model, and it covers Imperial Beach, Coronado, and other parts of the coastline impacted by the cross-border sewage flows from Mexico. The tool estimates the risk of illness for swimmers and is intended to help beach managers make informed closure decisions. It's still experimental, but researchers do plan to enhance the forecasts by next year to include more accurate norovirus predictions.
Developing tonight, Eric Mendez, who is imprisoned with his brother Lyle here in San Diego County for the 1989 murders of their parents, has been hospitalized with what his lawyer calls a serious medical condition. That's according to the Los Angeles Times, which reported the medical issue is kidney stones. Mark Garagos represents the siblings and is suggesting that due to his medical condition, Eric should be granted a furlough from prison to help him prepare for an upcoming parole hearing next month. The brothers have been serving life sentences without the possibility of parole until this past May, when a judge resentenced them to 50 years to life in prison. And that made them immediately eligible for parole consideration. Right now, it is not clear which hospital Eric is receiving treatment.
The Los Angeles Chargers are back, still weird to say that, are back in town for a practice session at the University of San Diego.
And tonight, the team is giving back to members of our military at a fun and unique event. CBS 8's Steffi Roche has more from Naval Air Station North Island.
Well, we're here on North Island, and it's a bit too early for us to get on board now, but we're about to have a super exciting evening as we're going on a walkthrough tour of the USS Abraham Lincoln. The ship, part of the Pacific Fleet, is at her home port here on North Island, and joining us on this tour, the LA Chargers. Super exciting. They're in San Diego. They'll be coming straight from their practice at USD. On this tour, we'll be learning more about the ship's history and why it's so significant to the U.S. Navy. But for the full story, tune in to the CW San Diego at 10 and CBS 8 at 11. For now, reporting on North Island, I'm Steffi Roche, CBS 8.
We are less than 24 hours from the start of ComicCon.
The annual event kicks off tomorrow with preview night. And with the tens of thousands of attendees descending on downtown this week, transit officials are rolling out the red carpet. MTS leaders say people heading to the convention, or even to the area in general to enjoy the free events happening around the convention, can skip the traffic nightmares and parking headaches by taking the trolley. The agency is offering discounted multi-day passes starting at just $10. It says trolleys will run every 15 minutes with late night service through the busiest days. People coming from North County can take the coaster downtown and can ride for 5 days for the price of 3. That is a 40% discount. How you can help make a difference for young patients as they receive life-saving medical care.
We'll have details on that still ahead. Plus, we will introduce you to the Navy's first ever dog on a mission to boost morale.
But first, millions of above-ground pools are being recalled. We're working for you to find out how you can help keep your family safe this summer.
Our daytime highs for today are pretty mild out there, even a little below seasonal across the board. Not by much, but about 5 to 10 degrees for most areas. How long will this pattern stick around? I'll have those details coming up.